welcome to the next edition of H. Paul Models, this being part 2 of the D-Day diorama. This time round I'm going to be building the trucks and doing some extra ground staff to populate the area, so it'll be quite close detail. So I'm hoping my video editing skills are now good enough. Let's see, shall we? As always, destructions are up, along with the 2 sprues. Clear parts are accessible. Boards clear. Let's crack on. Run out of 33 for the dropper bottle, so I've got a starter pot, black 33, which I'm going to put into a mixer pot, if it'll go. It's just, that will never work for an airbrush at the moment, not in a million years. So, to save myself going to Mr. Airfix again to buy another dropper bottle, what I tend to do is use these gift or starter set paints. They are very gloopy. Now with the starter set gift paint pot in there, first thing I add is airbrush thinner. Not too much to begin with. And then flow improver. And then just mix. What we want is something like the consistency of milk. Now it's too thick at the moment, but I want to get it started off, so I just want to get all that in there as well, get as much paint into the mix as possible. Oh, this pot I'm using is from eBay. I think it's a pill pot you'd see in a hospital. So cheap, about £1 for 20 or 30 pots. It's ridiculous, but they're ideal for mixing paint. So that isn't quite right. It's still too thick. So I'll give it another good stir. Get all this, all the gungy bits go in there. Everything goes in there. All I'm basically doing is what Mr. Humbrol does. So a bit more flow improver. And a bit more thinner. Although this is a the Hello bottle. It's actually Airfix thinner. It's nothing special. So again, stir, 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 stir. Oh, that's definitely getting more like it now. So I just scrape it against the pot and see what it runs down like. And that's running down okay actually. It's got a bit of that consistency of milk, long life milk. That's how I like to gauge it. Just make sure that is thoroughly mixed. Get our original dropper bottle, very carefully pour it into the bottle as much as possible. All of it, preferably. That's done. You put the stopper back in, the cap on, and we give it a bloody good shake. Now that, I'm going to wager, will work in my airbrush, so I'm going to try it now. There you go. Airbrush paint from a starter pot. Simples. Got the three main sections of the truck ready. So what I'm going to do, going to sort of soft assemble, because like a plane I want a driver. So what I've done is I've got a character from the 172 scale RAF personnel. He's the guy holding the paddles, one of these. So I've cut his arms off, I warmed him up very carefully with a cigarette lighter and bent him into shape. So all I want to see is, will he fit in there as a driver? So I'm going to see if I can just gently put him in. And then if I put the lid on, the roof on even, it would appear he's going to fit in there nicely. So yes, the truck's going to have a driver. So I shall carry on. I'm going to paint these parts, and I shall hand paint him and his arms. Get the front of the truck done, sorted, steering wheel in, put him in, put his arms in, and then put the top on. Then I'll concentrate on the wheels and whatnot after. But yeah, I just wanted to get a driver in there, so I think that's going to work. I'm in the process of building the Bedford truck, and I've come across these. Well, this is the original part in the kit. I'm not so sure if I want a plastic top on this one. With the first truck, it's got that. It's got a nice finish. I've done a darker wash, make it look dirty. Yeah, that's reasonably okay. This one, however, hasn't got that detail on it, and I would like to do a canvas top. So the paper that comes with the decals, I've used this before on the aircraft crash diorama I did a little while ago. I'm thinking, as I've got a spare, this being the original, this being the spare, I'm going to cut out the frame as carefully as I can, stick the frame onto the truck once it's painted, and then drape this over it once it's all screwed up to make it look like canvas. Could be a bit ambitious. If it goes wrong, I've got the original, but I see no reason why I shouldn't try. So let's crack on. So I've been carrying on doing the Bedford truck whilst I've been working on replacing this. So far, so good. I think with the canvas top on it, that might just pass inspection. So I'm continuing to let it dry. I'll give it another go over with the airbrush to make sure all these new bits are painted. And then, yeah, I'll mount it on the truck. I think that's probably going to fit somewhere. Ooh. Doesn't want to go on. There we go, somewhere on there, like a bit of a push down, but yeah, somewhere on there like that, I would expect. There we go, it's going. I just want to see if it fits now. I've done all these modifications. Yeah, there we go. So it'll fit on there like that with a canvas cover on it. Very happy with that, actually. We'll have to, yeah, cause for celebration, that. Put the canvas top on it, paint the canvas when that's on, and then yeah, we'll be away. Cool. Yes, I mentioned before, for the canvas of the truck, I'm going to use this. I've screwed it up nicely to give me some texture. Flatten it again, and then using Humbrol 30, I'm going to paint it. A little flat brush. I'm just going to do this with it, just paint it down like that. Let that dry, do the other side, then we'll put it onto the truck using whatever means I can find. Putting the canvas on. So I'll get my plastic scalpel. I use this one because it's not as strong for cutting parts, but it's with the blade in there, because I'm not cutting parts of it, it's always sharp. So I'm just going to cut that to a straight edge. Dispose of that bit. Now using the old Gorilla Glue, I'm going to put a little tiny dab just there in the middle, and a cocktail stick. I'm going to spread it over the length of that, and get the canvas and just lay that on top like that. Just parallel as I can to the bar. And weigh that down so it doesn't. That's better. Where's the cap go? I don't think suitable to dry in the tube. I'm going to leave that for a couple of minutes, just to let it set, he says, tapping it. Now, like the top of this truck, I'm not going to try and replicate that exactly, but I am going to try and make it look like canvas. So I've never seen a canvas truck with a flat top. So what I'm going to try and do now, that should be set, and it is, just bend that back ever so slightly and we'll do the second spar. We should stop falling over, it's very annoying. That's it. Right, so we'll do this one now. Again, just a little bit of super glue. Ever faithful cocktail stick or whatever state it's in. Oh, wrong end. Spread that across the top. Put that over. And then what I want to do is put a little tiny dip in there and then push down it. So when I bring the sides down, there'll be creases. Hopefully that'll look alright. Just let it all dry off first. Again, using the cocktail stick, spread the glue over, and then push it into place, but with a convincing dip in the canvas. If I can call it canvas, we know it's tracing paper type stuff, but see, because I painted the inside, it's green, it just looks much better. So yeah, let's do that. Right, now here comes the tricky bit. I'll try and pull that square. And you fold that in so it looks. And then using Mr. Scalpel, I'm going to, see those little ruts in there? I'm going to find, there we go, and just cut it lower. I'm hoping that will tear. Not quite there yet. There we go. That's at the back. Excellent. Now we'll do the same this side. Just there. And hopefully again that will tear. Excellent. A little bit more off the end there. There we go. And get those two bits out of the way. And then I've got to try and make that end flap. So I'm going to see if I can't push that down. Find there somewhere and give that a cut. Oops, give that a cut across. Gives me my edge in my lorry. Just rip it now, it doesn't matter. That's it. Oh, I've gone past the corner. Never mind. I can hide that in the folding. Done. Right. That's on there. I then want to fold that down and get it as square as I can with the end of the lorry. And then I'm going to, employing a pair of tweezers, oops, try and bend that over like that, if I can. Come on. Right, I've got a bend, that's just do that. Fold her in. There we go. And I'm just going to do the same again with the super glue. One spot on there, one spot on there, one spot on there, and one spot there. And then we'll just push that canvas in like so, and then hold that in place. Same the other side. And then push them into place the best we can. Cut that along there. I want to cut that down like that. And what I'm going to do now is get the cocktail stick I've used earlier, then a little bit of super glue on there, just along there. That's it. Stick it in there. Make sure that sticks to the stick. Oh, and as you can hear in the video, Spitfires is flying over. Beautiful noise. Roll that into there. I'm then going to glue that like that. Let's use my tweezers to tuck all that in tidy. Oh, come on. That's it. Just leave it for a while, and I'll touch up these end bits with a bit of 30. Well, there you go, my take on a D-Day assault kit. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed doing that, I must admit. Yes, if you like the video, please like it on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And I'll see you on the next episode, which will be episode 3 of this diorama build. Cheers.